So here we have Charlie. He's a super sweet little adorable puppy. I mean, look at this face. He's just so sweet and cute. Just wants to cuddle up on you. He loves his attention, huh? So this week is his first week in training. So he's learning how to do some lure sits and lure downs. Ooh, he loves to use his front little paws. So we're gonna see if we can get him to do some sits and downs without him going totally crazy. And he is just a little 9-week-old puppy, so I don't expect him to be all eyes and ears on me. So when he sits, good sit, good boy. So when he sits without his paws attacking me, so once all 4 feet are on the ground, that's when I would give him the treat. Good boy. Good boy. So I'd say, sit, yes. Sit, sit, So when he's trying to paw me with those front feet, I say, sit, yes, good boy. And then give him that reward after he's not pawing at my hand. So we don't want him batting, So until that butt hits the ground, sit, Sit, yes, good boy. So I don't want him batting at me because when he's older, I don't want him to start batting at me while we're working. We just don't want him to be trying to paw at you while we're trying to get him to sit with all 4 feet on the ground. That's just not something that we want. Sit, yes. Sit, yes, good boy. So he sat, all 4 feet were on the ground. That's when I would give him the reward. When he's batting, I don't want to give that reward. Sit, yes, good boy. So I gave that reward before he batted, and I just took my hand away when he did bat. Sit, yes, good boy. I dropped one, but I don't know where it went. That's okay. That's okay. And then we're going to try a down. So I'm going to take the treat in my hand again, but I'm going to put it to the ground once his back kind of sits on the ground. This is just kind of luring him to try and get the treat under my hand, which is intriguing him to lay down, enticing him to lay down. And it's very intriguing for his brain to kind of work through this. So we can try it from a sit is more likely for him to kind of, yes, good, down. And then that's when I would say the down. And I wouldn't want to repeat the down word. Good boy, good boy. And then just lots of pets and praise. Good boy. We'll try that again. Down. Yes, good boy. So he's doing really well. Again, down. Yes, good boy. Kind of gets the idea. Eventually it does click in their head that, oh, I'm supposed to, good, sit. Oh, I'm supposed to sit or down to get a treat. And it's just kind of, eventually it does click. Sit. Yes, that's when, oh. That's when I give the treat when he's not batting at me. Down. Yes, good boy. And so you want their butt to be on the ground when they're laying down. You don't want them to stick their butt up in the air with their head on the ground like this. That's not something we want. So you just want them to wait until they drop that butt down, which sometimes it's hard for them to do that when they're just this young. Good, down. And that's when I would say good, down or down. You can say it before or after. Sometimes it's just easier to say after they do the command. Down. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Charlie. Yes. Down. Yes, good. Good boy. And we don't want to say it over and over. So one time, sit. Yes. Yes, there you go. We don't want to say it over and over because we don't want to reuse or overuse. Down. Good boy. We don't want to overuse the command, so we don't want to say it over and over and over and be like, oh, she's just saying the same word she's been saying all the time again. So it kind of goes in one ear, out the other. Down. Yes, good boy. See, they do pick it up really quickly, actually. It's actually fun to watch them pick it up. Oh, excuse me. Quite fast. Sit. Yes. good. And eventually they'll stop batting completely. Once they realize I don't get a treat when I bat, good, sit. Down. And then we're gonna wait for him to completely go down. Off. Down. Yes. And eventually they'll be able to do a down from the stand just because they learn it from the sit, and then they're like, oh, I have to go down anyway, so I can just do it from the stand instead. It doesn't really matter where I do it. Sit. Yes. Wait for that. Yes, there you go. Good boy. I don't want him jumping on me, so I'm just going to tell him, off, off, sit. Yes. And he did bat, so that's when I would give him the treat right away. Down. Yes, good boy. He's being such a good boy. Good boy, Charlie. Good boy. Down. Yes, he knows he gets the treat. That's why he gets the idea of it all, huh, Charlie? And we'll do each one a few more times. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes, good boy. Off. Sit. Yes. He loves these treats, so it helps. Sit. Yes, good. Down. Yes, good boy. Good boy. And one more of each. Down. Yes. And then we'll have him do a sit and sit. Yes, without batting. Good boy. Let him lick all those crumbs off my hands. And then, of course, after all of our sessions, we just give lots of praise to make this such a positive experience. Lots of praise and just cuddles, because they love cuddles and praise. These guys are very sociable, especially Charlie here. He's very affectionate and loves to cuddle. Yes! It just makes it a positive experience and makes them look forward to the next time we work together, which always helps. We always want them to work, and they love to please people, so we're very fortunate for these little guys, huh? Yes, good boy, Charlie, good boy.